Hey y'all, Shauna Mac here with Magnificent Recreations, and today we are going to learn some crochet basics. I know I have promised some crochet videos, and today is the day, and this is the first of a series, so we're gonna take it slow and help you learn how to crochet if that's something that you want to do. So what you're going to need to know are some general terms. Usually starting off, people will just start saying terms and you kind of have to catch on. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little post up in the video of what the terms I'm going to be using, and hopefully that'll help you as you continue your crochet journey. Now the yarn that I am using is this Bernat Softy Chunky, and I decided to use this yarn because it's big. I like the color too, and it helps you see what I'm actually doing. So this is why I'm using it. And so if you look here, you can see that it is a weighted 6, so that means that it is bulky, and usually the higher that your weight goes, the bulkier the yarn is going to be. I don't know if you can see that is a 6 right here, like that, 6. And so right here, this is where we are seeing what kind of hook they suggest that we use, and it says a USL. Unfortunately, I don't have an L hook. Isn't that crazy? But I do have an M. This is my Furls Crochet M, and I cannot remember what type of wood this is. I think it's ebony, and I really love it. But so you can't see right here where, I'm not sure if you can see right there, it's etched in there that is an M. You can kind of see it, but that is the size hook that I am going to use, and all it means is that my stitches are going to be a little larger than usual, than if I were to use an L hook. So that's really what that means. Okay, y'all, so the first thing that we're going to learn is how to put our yarn on the hook. And what we do is we create a slip knot to do that. There are many ways for people, and I'm sure if you've watched crochet videos, there are many ways that you've seen people create slip knots. But there is one trusty way that I like to make a slip knot, and it's easiest for me. I do recommend, if this seems difficult for you, to watch other videos. I'll also try to do it the other way. Another way I used to do it, but I'll try to recall, but I don't know if I can, but I will try. So let's go at my first technique. And what this is, I'm a right-handed dominant person, so I use my left hand to hold my yarn. And so what I do is I take my first and second fingers or digits, and I take the yarn and I wrap around, as you can see, and you want to, and you're going to end up separating it. And you see how this yarn right here is behind. kind of made a ring and the yarn is behind, well, you could pull it through. Pull it through, and there is a slip knot. Let's insert our hook. Insert our hook, and what you're going to do, this is called your tail, the end that has an end, that is called your tail, and this that's connected to the skein, this is called your working yarn. So what I'm going to do is pull the working yarn to tighten it. Now you don't want it to be extremely tight, but you do want it to be, you know, snug. So I'll show you again, and this time I'll do it a little faster. So you wrap it around, kind of crossing over your tail, and you'll pull through to get that, catch that other side. You see this ring, and so you pull it closed like that. Insert your hook. Make it snug. Boom. Now let's try it this other way. Now I did it this way for a while, but and it was pretty easy, but what I used to do is I used to kind of cross it over. So you make an X, and then you pull this working yarn through, and there's another slip knot. So let's try that again. So you make a loop. So they cross over each other, but then you go in, and some people use their hook. They go in and they pull it through like so. And then you pull that working yarn, you know, let me put my hook back in there though. You pull your working yarn, you have a slip knot. I'm gonna try that again. Okay. So you take your yarn, you make a loop by crossing it over each other like this, and then you go through using your hook or your fingers to pull this working yarn through to pull out another loop, and you pull. There's a slip knot. And then you tighten it by pulling this working yarn to make it snug. 2 ways. How about that? 2 ways to make a slip knot. How cool is that? Well, you know, I'm a cool person. I do cool things. All right. And all you have to do is pull it to get rid of it.